You know, it's not every day you run into Darth Vader, say what's up to Anakin. That's what happened to me, actually. Yeah, last weekend at Florida Supercon 2026, I had a complete blast, and it's one of my favorite conventions to date, honestly. And I've spent a lot of money, so I'm excited to show you what I spent that money on. Oh, sorry, my bank is calling it. Yeah. No. I didn't spend that much. Yes, I did. Yeah. What's going on, you guys? James here with another real recap, and yes, today I'm talking to you all about my experience at Florida Supercon 2026. I'm recapping everything I did, everything I bought, and everyone I saw in person. That's right, I got a chance to experience some really cool things, and a huge shout out to the Florida Supercon team and ReadPop for blessing me with the chance to be credentialed for the weekend. I got this fancy little content creator pass, and it was such a blessing to be out there for all 3 days from July 10th all the way to July 12th in Miami Beach. And that is basically home base for me, guys. South Florida is, where I be at. So because I am here, I get a chance to experience it. And let me tell you something, all right? There were some bucket list items checked off. But of course, before we get into that, if it's your first time here at the channel, welcome to Real James, where I love talking about movies, TV, and all the news in between. So if you do too, you know what to do. Hit the big red button below, subscribe to the channel, tap on that bell, and like this video too if you love sort of like recaps like this, because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm gonna try to get out to New York Comic Con this year, not only because the Dragon Prince or the Dragon King might have a panel there, but because it's one of their big anniversary shows, and I need to be out there and hopefully see some cool stuff, and who knows, maybe Marvel will make an appearance? But today we're talking all about Florida Supercon, so let's get into it, you guys. Like I mentioned, it was a 3-day show, right? The day I got there, that Friday, went to Will Call, and let me tell you something. Will Call was so easy. Oh my goodness, it was easy to get in and out. Shout out to the staff. I think the hardest part was like activating the badge, because there were like a lot of questions you had to answer, and I didn't expect it at first, but it wasn't that hard, to be honest with you, once I got the hang of things. And then I was able to, of course, experience the entire weekend with one of my best friends, Nick. He's been a great friend to me. We've been doing this together, like he's been involved in movies and whatnot, and I've been here, and we've just been experiencing a lot of life together, and it's been so fun. So to experience this was really cool. And this was actually my first time at Florida Supercon in Miami Beach. Before, it was at the Fort Lauderdale Convention Center, I believe it's called. So I was there, and I wasn't really on the beach. And now that I am, I'm like, yo, this is dope. So after we picked up our badges at Will Call, we looked around like crazy. And when I say look around, I mean we got a chance to go to every single booth, basically, just to see what the showroom floor had to offer. Because it was early in the morning, right? It was like about 10:30 in the morning. So I got a chance to go and see a ton of different artwork, a lot of different vendors. And if you're wondering, yeah, I did have ice cream at one point this weekend, and Mr. Softy was there, and it was delicious. But on day one, I didn't have to be sort of like forced around by the crowd. Instead, I got a chance to meet up with some friends. Of course, it was so beautiful to see some of my friends from Allied, and it was really nice to just experience everything. And one of the highlights on day one was going into the Star Wars, the 501st Legion experience. It was unbelievable. I mean, the way that they had all these different scaled models and the cosplayers, as a Star Wars fan, right, I was basically living in a dream. It was so cool to see everything, and I really hope that Hayden Christensen and Rosario Dawson and MOANA Sfondi got a chance to see that too. And on day one, it was really cool to see some awesome cosplayers, and they were generous with their time and allowed me to film them a little and also get some really cool shots. Now, when it comes to what I did purchase, guys, I have like a collection of that. A lot of different artwork that's going on the walls behind me. So if you guys have some sort of advice by the end of the video, let me know in the comments what you want to see on the wall first. But I'm adding a lot of different pieces and I'm so excited. From days 1 to 3, I was buying up some art. And shout out to all of the artists who will be given their credit in this video as well for their hard work. I mean, it was beautiful to see what they created and I was happy to support them. So it was really nice. And again, day one, you were just sort of flowing in and out of stuff, and it was so cool. We left at the end of the day, probably like closer to 4:30. And I also got this really dope shirt. You know, I love always buying one shirt from a convention that I attend. So getting this at the con was so cool. And on day 2, whoa, rise and shine, y'all, because it was busy. Supercon Saturdays are generally the busiest days of the weekend, and boy did we feel it, especially with the drive in to Miami Beach. Did it help that there was a World Cup match? It was Norway and England, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they were playing on that Saturday. Now, it probably didn't help that they were playing at Miami Stadium, or Hard Rock Stadium as I like to call it. But man, it was, once we got there, once we found our parking, man, it was so fun. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I really enjoyed being there. I'm a very calm person in crowds. So to me, I had no issue just moving in and out, just different aisles, seeing different cosplayers, getting interviewed by one of my best pals, Austin Putnam. He has his own YouTube channel as well, and I was honored to be a part of his channel for an interview. And it was just so cool to just link up with people that I didn't see any of the other days and see a lot more cosplayers, because boy were there a lot of people out there. And yes, I bought more art. Like, that's the thing, I was buying so much that fit for this set, and I can't wait to just hang it up on the wall again. But it was really cool, and I got a chance to attend a panel throughout the weekend too. Well, actually I attended 2 panels now that I think about it. The first panel I attended was the Uncharted panel. I believe that was on day 1, which was really cool. So we saw Nolan North and the voice cast from Uncharted. It was so amazing.
They were all great. They were really, really good. But she was just the right fit.
As a fan of all 4 games, guys, it was just a blast to see the voice actors sort of just sound like their characters. I was seeing Nathan Drake, who's voiced by Nolan North. I was seeing Elena Fisher, who's voiced by Emily Rose, and of course Sully, right? Voiced by Richard McGonigal, and it was so cool. I mean, honestly, I was having a blast with Nick and my friend Austin and his friend Jason, of course, and it was really nice. It was just so cool to just sort of live in the moment, right? And it was a nice panel to see fans come up and ask questions about, because some of them were cosplayed as Nathan Drake, which was cool. But the second panel I saw was about a show that I've only heard about in passing called Heart of Dixie, and it stars Wilson Bethel and Rachel Bilson, and I loved Rachel Bilson, honestly, before knowing she was in the show, but seeing that panel, and Jamie King was there as well, it was just really cool. And a fun fact, this was Rachel Bilson's first ever convention. So Florida Supercon, there were a lot of firsts for me, but also for some of the guests, and that was really cool.
Prizes 3 was a mantle taken up by Carrie Kelly, a young woman, so you can say that. Batman is a woman.
Thank you very much.
What did you grow up being a fan of?
Superhero-wise?
Anything.
Anything. How much time do we have?
And for my friend Nick, who's a big fan of the show, he really enjoyed it too. So it was just so neat to be there in attendance and just really soak it all in. And then I got a chance to link up with two of some of my dear friends, Alicia and Andrew. They came to show some love because they knew I was at the panel. We chatted, and it was really cool to hear that, my buddy Andrew got a chance to see Charlie Cox. Super dope, and got a photo op and everything. But it was a lot of fun, and it was just nice, again, to see a lot of friends and familiar faces over the weekend. But speaking of photo ops, day 2 was the day, ladies and gentlemen. You might have already seen it on my social media platforms. However, I got a chance to meet this guy. Y'all know who he is by any chance? Oh, yeah. Oh, Hayden Christensen. Yeah, Anakin Skywalker himself, Darth Vader, the Sith Lord. Oh my goodness, it was insane. I was sort of practicing as I was in line for the photo op of what I would say, knowing it would be a brief moment. I thought it would be more brief than I was given, actually. I was given some time, y'all, to speak with him, which was so cool. And there were two young ladies behind me, and they were so excited as well. And one of them, she said that she actually had met him multiple times throughout the course of the weekend. And it was really cool that we had the chance to sort of just all experience this collectively, right? We were giddy. We were excited. It was a bucket list item for me to meet Hayden Christensen. So when the curtain got peeled back and I was next up for my solo photo op, I walk up, I look him right in the eyes, and I say, "Mr. Christensen, it is an honor to meet you, sir. My name is James." And he said, "Oh, James, good morning. Thank you so much." And I said, "Well, no, thank you for helping this big kid dream a little bit bigger." And he said, I love that, man. Thank you. Thank you." He took the photo, shook his hand again, and I looked at him and I said, "Mr. Christensen, again, it's an honor. God bless you, and thank you." And he said, and as he was like kind of reply, I thought, yeah, a little handshake, goodbye, wave, goodbye. No, he held onto my hand a little and he said, "Hey, man, I really appreciate that. Thank you." And I said, "Thank you, Lord. I was really praying the Holy Spirit would be in that conversation." And he was. And it was so cool to experience that and just tell someone who you grew up watching for many years, on repeat, of course, because Star Wars is always on rotation in my house. But to say thank you and to let them know why they mean so much to you is so beautiful. And I thank the photographer and the handler that was there, another Reed Pop employee. And it was so nice that they were so receptive and they gave me the time to have that conversation. So props to the photographer. Thank you so much for letting that happen. And I didn't feel rushed. I felt like there was enough time there right in that moment. So it was beautiful. I was exuding joy. And when I left, it was just so nice to grab the photo and, again, have this to where I'm putting this up on set. I got to get one of those foldable picture frame prop-up thingies, stands. And after day 2, day 3 came, and let me tell you, it was on a Sunday. I did not go to church in the morning and went straight to the convention, but trust me, I'm getting the word in anyway. And when I got there, it was actually not as busy as I thought, but that's to be expected. It's a Sunday. It picked up a little bit towards lunch around noon, 1 o'clock, but for the most part, it was really easy again to get around and even experience some different vendors and artists that I didn't see. But we did leave early on that Sunday, left at around maybe like 3:30-ish, maybe. We figured we've seen everything, right? But it was really good to see one of my longtime friends. I worked with her in news many years ago, Amber. She was so kind. She's always been kind to me. I'm so proud of her and the hard work she does for not just Supercon, but for New York Comic Con and all of the Reed Pop cons. It was just so amazing. I'm proud of her. And if she's watching this, God bless you and your husband. It's so cool to see you grow in this space, and you deserve a lot of praise for the blood, sweat, and tears I'm sure you put into this. So it was really cool. It was just such a joy. And when I left on that Sunday, I left feeling like refreshed. You know, my feet weren't sore. My back wasn't sore. I was able to connect with people. People subscribed to the channel. Thank you again if you're a new subscriber watching this. And I got a chance to meet some cool cosplayers, artists, met Hayden Christensen. It was one of those weekends where, you know, you do expect something to go wrong. But listen, I was so blessed that nothing went wrong. I was safe on the road. I was safe going to and coming from, and it was just beautiful. And I thank God for it. So a great weekend, an awesome, awesome time, and an experience that I'll never forget. So yeah, Florida Supercon 2026, a great success, honestly. So it was awesome, you guys. I enjoyed all my time with it. And hey, if I get credentialed for New York Comic Con, you can expect one of these videos as well. And we'll see what surprises are in store. But y'all, Now I got to go and work on some more content because summer movie season is in full swing. So if you haven't already, hit the big red button below, subscribe to the channel. I'm getting ready for Spider-Man Brand New Day, and we've got some more content on the way. I'm sure we're going to have some surprises and things to talk about. So y'all, thank you for your support again. Thanks for watching. God bless y'all, and I'll catch you at the next screening.